And oh man, okay. I'm gonna give it a minute because usually folks are tuned in and there might be some issue. That and the camera I notice is really wide right now.
Are we live?
Yeah, we are live.
Hi, everybody.
Well, see, here's the thing. Nobody's tuned in yet. Now, what I'm going to do is let's see if I can share this. Oh, well, you know what? I'd already copied the stream, so I should be able to go in. Don't switch. Let me go in here. What the heck? Okay, let me go in. Yeah, general. Let's see. Video stream link. It's turning now, yes. There we go. It's funny. Discord gave me a thing that says, if you use at everyone, you're going to send a message to 96 people. Are you sure you want to do that? And I'm like, yeah. That's why I typed at everyone. Yes. But there we go. It's entirely possible that they're looking at a different link or something like that. So I figured, let me go ahead and check. To make sure that. There we go. Okay. Hi. Hey, everybody. Yeah, and I apologize. I had a few technical quirks, and so we're like doing this widescreen today.
I'm sorry they were late.
Oh,
they missed me naked, but oh well. Give those super thanks for missing me naked.
You know what? I need to have something to do a rim shot with because that was very much rim shot material.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Howdy, everybody. Yeah, I think there might have been like a because I tried to start up a live stream and then I noticed that the settings on the camera were off, so I got out of that to try and fix the settings. It didn't work, by the way, but I figured that might have that link might have still been there. People might have been watching for that one and not this one. So I either way, we should have it because I'm seeing folks join in. So awesome, we are good to go.
Did you put the link in the Facebook chat as well?
Or the Facebook page? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's in a couple of spots now. So, after 3 years, we kind of know what we're doing here. I mean, just a little bit. I'm still being a bit self-effacing because weird stuff does happen. But either way, okay. So you guys like the widescreen? If you know what, if this works better and you'd rather see more of it and not just kind of a tight zoom, then let me know. And I almost wonder if I need to like bump it up a little bit because I have lights going, but they're like close to the ceiling, so you wouldn't be able to see it unless I was like panoramic or something. But yes, this evening we are honoring the feast of the good reunion or the beautiful reunion between Horus and Hathor. So this is like, God's date night.
Are we sure we should keep a camera on them?
Well, that's...
they might want some alone time, but never mind.
Well, the original feast would have lasted a long time because in the original feast, Hathor, whose home temple was in Dendera, would have taken a trip down the Nile, and I don't remember how many kilometers they said it was, but it took a little while, and more people would join along as they made the trip down. So you had like a whole big party flotilla going by the time they get down to the temple of Horus at Edfu, and stayed for a little while and made a holiday for several days, and then she would come back home and few months later celebrate the birth of the child god. So there you have it.
Some alone time.
Yeah. Well, but also, if you think about what time of year this was kind of late in the Egyptian year. This was after the harvest was coming in, and so had there some of the things that they did during the festival were kind of harvest themed. They would go to a sacred cemetery kind of area in Edfu, and they would make offerings to the ancestors. And there was a ritual that involved driving calves over a piece of land to cover, the tomb of Osiris, so that he couldn't be found, and things like that. So we're observing kind of a compressed rendition of it instead of something over several days. But and it's also kind of funny too, because we had a friend come over earlier this week and we had to kind of help her through. She had just broken up with her boyfriend, and so we had to kind of cheer her up a little bit. What's funny is her boyfriend had kind of a sensitivity to beef, and so I said, "Well, come on over. We'll make steaks." So we fed her steak and salad and potatoes, so, and she felt a lot better after we kind of loved on her.
Do. I could go for a steak and salad and potatoes now myself.
Yeah, well, we don't have any more, but oh, Darren. Yeah, even though we're celebrating, the marriage of Horus and Hathor, love comes in all forms, including love for friends, family members, adopted kids,
yes.
all of the above.
All of the above. Thank you.
Yes. So okay, and I say keep the widescreen. Yeah. Okay, and Sarcastic says, "Hey, I might be a bit busy, but I'll pop in for now." Okay, well, awesome. And oh yeah, you're talking about being naked. 9/11 chances. Darren, Rule 34.
Of course.
Yeah, Darren, Rule 34 is a lot.
Yes, of course.
Okay, all right, cool. You guys like the widescreens? Awesome. And your grandmother's birthday's today. She's tuning in too? No way.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Thank
Grandma.
you for being here. We love you.
Oh, okay. And so you got the tuning in too, so you got an echo. Okay, wow. Okay, now if there's any technical difficulties on my end, just tell me. But
yes.
But
in other words, hey, grand, mama, you are awesome.
Well, tell Grandma happy birthday, and kind of makes me think of my grandma, and I miss her.
We all miss her.
Okay.
She was awesome.
Yeah. So. Okay, no, not a technical issue, just two phones. Gotcha. All right, cool.
I just had to do that. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, we've got some cool waters for you. So let's go ahead and get started. Did I mention that Darren has a talent for batting his eyes at me? All right. Shit, that seemed to do better when I did it two-handed, but okay. These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me. As Tiffany purifies me. Hail unto you, and true. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands. Our purity is within our hearts. Sorry. We've cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. I'm
Cold.
sorry, but it had been sitting there all week. So I didn't do nothing to it. I just got his knuckles. That's all. And it's funny. I was actually doing some taping for episodes for this month and for next month last night, and so I almost feel like I've been talking to you guys, even though I haven't, because I was taping and I had to remind myself. No, I was talking about that last night, but it was just to the camera. You guys haven't heard it yet, but it should be lots of fun. So. Somebody put a laughing emoji. I think. Poured air in those cool waters. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world. To everyone who is tuning in now and will be joining us in the future, this eye of Horus comes, and we are purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
You arise in the Archetis Capri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from noon at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Hathor, mistress of Dendera, and Horus, lord of Edfu. Hail and praise unto you, O Nachiru, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness, and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out Dispet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. All right, and somebody in the greater and lesser in need has a sense of humor, because who, of course, the the deity that is his name is translated as authoritative utterance, authoritative speech, but that's the words that Ra commanded. It's spelled Hu, but immediately I started thinking of the old routine about who's on first.
Yeah, who's on first? What's on second?
Yeah, who's on first? What's on second? I don't know's on third.
I don't know. I don't know who's on third. Yeah.
And I don't care is the shortstop.
Yeah.
If anybody's familiar with that, I think it was an old Abbott and Costello routine.
Yes, and
Yeah.
only they can do it right.
Yeah. But one thing I can say is the Egyptian gods are much more aware of pop culture than we might think. They they observe much. But oh, and Alex says that was my dad's favorite bit. Yeah, I don't give a damn. Yeah. Who knows? He might have been the one commenting. Who knows? But okay, and hopefully we can do this without making a mess. But because it's a big festive holiday, I got the Cantarito out for more cool waters. It's just it doesn't pour quite as cleanly as a bottle of Ozarka spring water does, but that's okay. Take these, your cool waters that are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. Oh, you Netcheru. These cool waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O Yenetcheru, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. We give you incense, great of purity. Its fragrance is the eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you, cleanses you, it adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. O Yenetcheru, we give to you this eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread, and your produce of the land, on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Yenetcheru. Lift it to your faces, and be at peace with it. And I'm sorry, I have to show off these cakes. These are so pretty, just in the little dish that I've got them in. But I've got blueberries, the last blackberry, and these are some of Darren's little peppers. They're cool because they're purple, but they're also kind of hot sometimes.
Not bad.
Okay. I don't know. See, the thing is, I'm afraid that if I try one, I'm going to get like the one hot one.
Well, no, I didn't say they weren't hot. I just said they're not bad hot.
Okay.
No, you got no business having those.
Yeah. Let me tell you, we were at a Mexican restaurant, and they had, what was it, like some kind of smoked jalapeno thing?
Yeah.
And see, the thing with jalapenos is sometimes you get them and they're like really mild and smoky and great. Other times you get them and they're hot. Darren got one, and he's like, "Oh, this is wonderful. I love this. This is great." And did I have the same thing, or was it or did you just hand me a bite of yours?
I handed you mine, and you must have got to the end where it was
Something,
hot.
but it was hot. It was not mild at all. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Sitting there drinking all the rest of my water. So, but no, just they're it's lovely, and this is my way of expressing thanks for the things that we've gotten out of the garden and everything just so far, and hope for a productive year because my cucumber plants are already flowering. So I'm like, yeah, may we be blessed with cucumbers. So on that note, the gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Hathor, Horu, O Yanochuru. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine, and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horeketi within his house. Pure, pure is Hathor, Nebet Unit within her house. Pure, pure is Horus, Lord of Edfu, within his house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure, for Ra Horeketi, for Hathor, for Horu, in every place that there are mortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Horeketi. Come to your body, O Hathor. Come to your body, O Horu. Come to your bodies, O Yanichiru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these, your offerings, and partake of them. Let's keep that right there. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Hathor, before Horu. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. Ora Horaketi, and your son, the Osir Nisu Nebkapru Ra. Your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. You okay? Okay. And from the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead, we light this candle, that it may be the eye of Horus that lights their way into light. We'll bring them these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Horkeu ta henket kakao abdu senetrema Wutnibet nofra webet naket nacharim. And kawan aku punibu. Ma keru nibu hirunachara. A voice offering, bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these Aku, all of these blessed dead, all true of voice before the great God. And now we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your Ka shall live. Truly, your need has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law, eternally. This vet is cast up by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And may we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. And a few things that we offer because we're honoring Hathor and Horus. Sistrums. Of course, there are multiple sistrums that tend to hang out around here, but we will ring them for Hathor because this is her sacred instrument. Your sistrum for you, O mighty one, great flame, O shining one, the sistrum to quench your ire. So she won't be mad, she will be happy because we're playing things to cheer her up. And offering myrrh because there must be I guess it would be something worth researching more of the significance of myrrh because we know that it's sacred to men, but it's also offered to goddesses like Hathor, and of course there's a line about Isis, Aset, whose face loves the trickle of fresh myrrh, which would probably be not the resin, but like an unguent or something made with it. But we offer myrrh to Hathor as well.
Wait, there's myrrh.
Yes, exactly. Wait, there's myrrh. O powerful one on the throne of Edfu, who comes down to earth at the smell of incense. Hathor, great one, mistress of Unit, may you be joyful with this finest myrrh, with pleasing fragrance and perfect body. May you be glad, and join with he of dappled plumage. Let's get it on. Yes, and Darren's going to have to step out for a minute, but this will give me a chance to go ahead and show the icons. Oh, nice. Oh, okay, sarcastic scram mode. Like I got that's awesome. Cool. Okay, you talking about just not here. Are you gonna do that? Oh goodness. Okay, I'm catching up. And Wolf says there was a tornado about 2 miles from the Walmart I was shopping in this evening. The staff had everyone going to the back of the store. We are glad you're okay. Uh and Mary Gra, I'm on a train, so I can't really offer much, but with you in spirit, we love you, Mary Gra. We're glad you're with us in any form. And married Wepwood, I'm totally with you on that thing about being a kind of a spicer whip. Yeah. But yeah, an incense burner emoji would be pretty cool. But okay, if you can set channel emojis, yeah. You know what? Now is that for here on YouTube? Because we'll have to. I'll have to. You may have to talk me through that. But Alex, prayers for mental health for both boyfriend and me, and the jobs that we want so much and have put so much time and effort into will be ours. Um, yeah, and sarcastic. I'm gonna burn some myrrh for my mindset when I'm back home for the summer. Cool. Um, it's funny when it comes to the fortunes. There was one that I got as I was filling the basket again that was already open, and so it's kind of hard for me to tell if they wanted this one to be just for me or if this is for everyone. But I'll share it with you. It says, "Only if you dive for pearls shall you find one." So that's the first message, and that meant something for me because there's a convention going on in Wichita Falls, Texas, which is kind of middle of nowhere, Texas. But it's in a couple of weeks, and there's a voice actor that we know who's going to be there, and we were actually thinking about talking to him about what it would take for him to do a project with us. So I think that's their way of saying, well, if you want to do it, if you're serious, go for it. So I'm like, I guess we're going to have to load up and go in a couple of weeks. But if you guys want me to pull another fortune for everyone, let me know, and then I'll start on the rest of them. So okay, so then we'll start with Sarcastic's grandma and Sarcastic. Um, so let's go ahead and do one more for everybody. So um, that way we'll say that we had two. So basically, if anyone's tuning in after the fact, um, this one will also. Okay, and again, this is for everyone. There we go. Started putting the wrappers in that little bucket, but okay. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. They die when neglected. Wow. Okay, I think they just reiterated themselves. Because keep in mind, this is the first one that I pulled before I even started service. It said, only if you dive for pearls shall you find one. Then, opportunities multiply as they are seized. They die when neglected. So I think for me and for anyone else who might be thinking about doing something, they're saying, go, do it. Don't sit on the fence. Take that opportunity. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. This is for everyone. And so now we'll get started. We'll start with Sarcastic's grandma, whose birthday is today. Happy birthday, Grandma. And it says, great things happen when people and mountains meet. So I'll read this again. This is for Grandma. Great things happen when people and mountains meet. Don't be afraid of that mountain. Charge up. Charge up the thing. I don't know. It's funny. I had to kind of censor what I heard because where this is YouTube. I'm trying not to you know uh, use naughty language, but it's something that just said charge up the thing. Okay, sarcastic. Now it's your turn. Oh, sarcastic. You're the good cookie today because I popped it open and it is empty. But I think although I think the words for grandma would also apply for you too, if that helps any. Okay, so Kyle Hinojosa, and then Jonathan Dolby, and then yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Okay, and then alrighty, so it's Kyle Hinojosa, then Jonathan. Yep. Yep. Hmm. Kyle, delay is the antidote for anger. And I'll tell you something else. Yamano has pointed out that sometimes the direction that they go when they pop out of the basket, kind of uh, suggests something. And this one went in a direction that it kind of went, opposite the way most of them do. And this one says, "Delay is the antidote for anger." So Kyle, um, stop and take a deep breath before you do anything impulsive. I think somebody's warning you that you could save yourself a lot of harm and heartache if you don't do something in a fit of emotion. And besides, we love you, and we want to see you here next week. So, all right, Jonathan Dolby. Oh wow, you got the twofer. So here's the first one. Your golden opportunity is coming shortly. Now, second one. A purpose is the eternal condition for success. Now, I'm going to put these two together for you, Jonathan. Your golden opportunity is coming shortly. A purpose is the eternal condition for success. So keep that in mind. Some things are going to turn up, and something's going to come around, and it's going to make sense as long as you keep purpose in mind, and your own purpose. What has meaning for you, because a purpose is the eternal condition for success. Think about it. Nobody ever put passion and drive into something just for what the hey, just for the lulls. So that's going to be what keeps you going when it's tough, when things are tight, and you can't see what the end goal is going to be. That purpose is going to be what keeps you going, and that is the eternal condition for success. But if you keep that in mind, you've got some opportunities that are coming. Okay, so Alex and boyfriend, and then 9/11. Okay, that was interesting. So got Alex and I guess boyfriend here. You got three of them. So Alex. The calling that has sounded will not be the lasting call. The calling that has sounded will not be the lasting call. So in other words, don't be fooled by what you're hearing right now. That's not going to be, the ultimate message. And I know you guys are looking for jobs. Don't be discouraged. If things aren't going your way at first. Now there's two more here. This I kind of have a feeling this is for you and boyfriend, but let's see what we've got here. Your home is a pleasant place from which you draw happiness. Okay. That might be, telling boyfriend to stay home and chill for a minute. Now this next one here. What you desire is always possible. It will come to you. Okay. Your home is a pleasant place from which you draw happiness. What you desire is always possible. It will come to you. I think overall the message here for both of you is don't sweat it that, if things are seeming like they're not coming together right now, they will. In the meantime, enjoy what you have together and enjoy, your home, your safe space. Your home is a pleasant place from which you draw happiness. Okay, and now for 9/11, Sean. And thank you not only for the super thanks, but also for telling me, yes, I like the widescreen. So, we will keep it like that by popular demand. Nine 11, Sean. Each bird likes its own nest best. Each bird likes its own nest best. I hope that points to something, maybe fills in something for you. Of course, for me, I'm thinking of our little wrens that we have. There's a mama wren that likes to make nests around my carport because she's just decided that's a safe place to be, and apparently doesn't mind me coming out at odd hours to turn on the lights and work on a power sander. But she's gone back to an old nest and is reusing it and relined it with some shed feathers from my ducks. So it's like a cozy little space. So she likes her own nest best. Okay, well, if there's any other requests, let me know. Let me see. Okay, cool. All right, Married Wepawet, Sebekekaway, Maxwell Jabba. Hello, I've been watching. Read something for me. Um, okay, and Son of the Stars. Gonna give you divination 2. I want to ask what's the biggest warning for me right now, and possibly what signs I'm getting me. Okay. Yeah, and oh, you got an eagle's nest up there. Oh man, an Erie. Yeah. Oh, Mama Wren keeps putting her nest in a fan by my house, and the babies keep falling into the house and getting killed by my cat. I'm so sorry. Um, what if there'd be some way that we could protect them? I know that they fledge awfully fast. I mean, like in a week and a half, and see, I'm kind of glad Mama Wren doesn't have a nest where my ducks are, because last year she had one, and there was a fledgling that got out and drowned in the duck's water dish, and I felt so bad. The other two made it, but I felt so bad for that one that I you know had to go and do a little something in the backyard for the baby wren. But she's got a nest in a better spot, and I try to keep an eye out for I've chased cats and snakes and things like that away from the bird's nest. So but missed the nest on the fan, so they stopped nesting there. Yeah. But, yeah. Okay, but anyway, so Married Waffle Wet, and then Sebekekwe, and then Love Deluxe, and then Maxwell. I'm going to assume that you're requesting one as well, and then Son of the Stars. So okay. Yes, and Married Waffle Wet. I guess like me, you like savory foods. I guess not spicy. I guess if Wepawet wants spicy food, he goes over and hangs out with Wolf. But Married Wepawet. To affect the quality of the day is no small achievement. To affect the quality of the day is no small achievement. I guess meaning, and by the way, they spelled effect, 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 which is kind of an older usage for it, but um, to make it happen, to determine the quality of the day is no small achievement. So, um, a good day is a big thing. Don't feel like it's not. And I guess the sense that I'm getting from that is don't take the little things for granted because they're not that little in the scheme of it all. A good day is a good day. Don't try to overqualify it. So, and next, Sabakek away. Give Kit Fox a hug for us. Okay, Sabakek away. This is the month that ingenuity stands high on the list. Take advantage of those Memorial Day sales at Lowe's or something. I guess this is the month that ingenuity stands high on the list.
Or take some time with a loved one with no one else home.
Oh well.
Ingenuity comes in many forms.
There you go. Who was on the phone?
Odie.
Oh, okay. How is he?
Called to check on me.
Oh, okay.
I was like, how are you? How's mom?
Yeah, and I was going to mention this at some point, but guys, we need to definitely include some prayers for Darren and for his mom because. Do you mind if I'm
Go ahead.
okay? We found out this week that she has stage 4 lung cancer,
Yeah,
and it has metastasized. They think.
they think. And that's not good. Metastasize is a $50 word for spread.
Yeah, but basically she's undergoing. Is it chemo or radiation?
Both.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Surgery is not an option.
Yeah. So he's really concerned about mom right now. So we'll definitely and we kind of skipped ahead to the cookies. I'll go back and I will read some more prayers and things. But let's go ahead and get the rest of our folks who've requested that. Let's see. Yeah, and Alex and Made Wet Wet and Love Deluxe have all said, I'm so sorry to hear that. So,
Love and prayers.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, Love Deluxe and then Maxwell. Okay. Love Deluxe. Yours is hiding down here. Come on. Here it is.
Love Deluxe. Do you come with fries?
Does he come, or do they come with
Do they come with fries?
fries? I don't know, but that cookie decided to go hide. It's funny. I actually have a box down underneath of the tray here that has a nibus on enameled onto the lid of it. So I don't know if this.
Maybe it was from him.
Yeah, it might have been. Okay, so Love Deluxe, yours says, this life is not for complaining, but for satisfaction.
You know what to do.
Yeah. Now, keep in mind, Darren, I'm going to read for you the ones that can't. This is for everyone. Now, this first one, I opened the cookie was open. It was out of the wrapper, while I was setting everything up. So only if you dive for pearls shall you find one.
Ah.
Now the second one that I opened, and this is for everyone, opportunities multiply as they are seized. They die when neglected. And then Love Deluxe. This life is not for complaining, but for satisfaction.
Okay, y'all pay attention. They're telling us to, no matter how big it is, go for it.
Yeah.
Work at it.
Be the change you wish to see.
Give it gas, y'all. Go for it.
Yeah. Okay, and for Maxwell. Yeah. All right. Well, Maxwell, you had asked if I could read something, and so I went ahead and I opened a cookie, and this one is empty. So,
The world is yours, man. Go for it.
Yes, you are the good cookie today.
Yes.
Like Sarah Connor, no fate for what you make. Okay, there's all these little wrappers down here. Now, last one. Actually, let me scroll down. Son of the Stars. Let's see. Okay, and then Jessica Langtote. So okay, yeah, and Son of the Stars had asked, wanted to know what's my biggest, what's the God's biggest warning for me right now, and possibly what the signs I'm getting mean. So we'll see if we can get some elucidation for Son of the Stars. Huh. Dispel negativity through creative activities.
Wow, there is a constant theme.
Yeah. Now, what's interesting? See, someone else, Kyle Hinojosa had gotten one earlier, and it said delay is the antidote for anger. Now, what's interesting is that one happened to, come out of the basket and like landed towards me instead of to one side or on the altar. And this one also kind of came towards me. And this is someone asking, about a possible warning. So, they were saying, and it was not quite as intense as the first one, but it did say dispel negativity through creative activities.
Do not sit there and simmer. Do not sit there and wonder. Do something. None of this is about confrontation either, I've noticed. It's all about empowerment of self. They're giving us all the same message.
Yeah, and Alex had asked for prayers for mental health for her and her boyfriend, and I think there's an element of that to these as well. You
Sure.
know, that well, for one, it as they say, it gets better,
Yes.
but uh, don't let your own doubt keep you from doing.
Um, Little mental health tip for you.
Hmm.
The only thing you have absolutely control of in this world is you. So the first thing you need to make better in order to change everything else is you.
Yeah. Okay. And then yeah, Jessica Langtote and huh. Okay. And Alex was saying that her dad had pancreatic cancer that was stage 4, if she remembered correctly. He lived over a year though, which is a lot longer than pancreatic cancer patients usually have.
I hope it was a blessing that you could all enjoy.
Yeah. So okay, so yeah, Jessica, and then Brenda Chicken. Okay. Um, yeah, Jessica's our last one. Unless if anybody else has got a request for one, then by all means, let us know. So, and by the way, hopefully I was saying Lanktote correctly. If not, you can kind of phonetically spell it out. Okay, it's in here. Put these in here. Okay, Jessica, your gifts are showing. Use them to help others. Your gifts are showing. Use them to help others. Again, fitting in with the overarching theme tonight. Go for it. You can do it. And the time, Mercury retrograde is over. The time to move is now. So.
Thank you.
Okay. So we will read a little something more for Horus and Hathor. I have it in here. Not that. Not that. There we go. Hail, O Hathor, golden lady, mistress of love, O beautiful one who comes in joy, mistress of dancing and revelry, beloved daughter of Ra, lady of turquoise and gold. You light up the sky with your brilliance. Shine upon all faces, and bless us with your love. O Eye of Ra, may you defend us from evil. O Mistress of the West, May you safely embrace our blessed dead and guide us safely to them when our day of mourning comes. And hail unto you, O Horus, defender of your father Osiris, and support of your mother Isis. You are the champion of Ra who destroys his wicked foes. Lofty one, falcon of the horizon, shining like gold in the dawn. You establish Ma'at in her place. You rule the living on earth, as your father rules those in Duat. And that's one of the other things that they would do in the Feast of the Reunion is there would be the four annunciations of Horus. They would um, announce to the four directions that Horus was king of the living. And since we don't have arrows to shoot or doves to release or something like that, we will just bring a sistrum. And so, and that's another thing that I've, some of my friends who are more mainstream pagan, they kind of go, wait a minute, because the order of the cardinal directions is different in Egyptian sources than in your standard Western quarter calls, which kind of goes in a circle. Ours kind of makes more like a cross, you could say. So beginning in the east. Hail, Duamutef, Lord of the East. Horus is crowned, Lord of Nekhen. Hail, Kebeh-Senuef, Lord of the West. Horus is crowned, Lord of Upper Egypt. Hail, Hapi, Lord of the North. Horus is crowned, Lord of Pe. Hail, Insati, Lord of the South. Horus is crowned, Lord of Lower Lord of Lower Egypt. Say that 3 times fast. Lord of Lower Egypt, Lord of Lower Egypt, Lord of Lower Egypt.
I think they like that better than anything you've done so far.
Well, I was just thinking earlier today about pick a peck of purple peppers.
Yeah.
So.
Is that like playing jump rope with your tongue?
Yeah. Okay, and Clams is tuning in. It says, that's what I'm trying to establish in my life. Working with Anubis and Toth to help me with all these changes coming. Can't do it by myself. I need guidance from the gods. Yeah, no, so Sarcastic, are you into archery as well? Because I actually do have a small compound bow and some arrows. It's just there's no place in my yard anymore that's safe enough to have a backstop and shoot and not have to worry about where's the arrow going to go if I miss. And especially when you figure out that as you get a little bit older, over time your eyes change. And so it's like, wait a minute, I can't aim this the same way as I used to. And if I miss, it's going to go into the swim club.
Yeah, I was about to say, it was going to perforate somebody on the other side.
Or at least get lost in the parking lot or something. So yeah, so that makes it a little more complicated. And I'm not going to try and shoot it against the house because windows,
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just not healthy for your bank book at all.
Okay, and I really want a tongue twister. The translate of the monologue of the transliteration or the monologue of the creator.
Let's not do that.
Yeah,
you couldn't even read that.
Or read the transliteration of the monologue. We'll parse that one later. You know what? I did the same thing, Married Webwood. Because Married Webwood says I made my own bow and arrows out of garden canes when I was little. I actually had like a a dry cane from one of my mother's rose bushes.
Yeah.
And see, I figured out as a kid that when they get old and the thorns get really big, you can actually like push them off if you push from the side with your thumb. So I'd like stripped all the thorns off of it, and I had this cane, and I stole like all the rubber bands in the house, and so I was trying to make a bow. So I guess maybe we could say that Neat, since she is mistress of the bow and regent of the arrow, might have been, patting my head even back then. Who knows?
Yeah.
But okay, if anybody's got any other prayer requests or requests for hymns or things of the sort, let us know. I think we should read one for Jehuti as well on for Toth, and since I think it was Clowns that had mentioned you were working with Anubis and with Toth. I think he is in his toy box lately. Let's put it that way. Hail and praise unto you, O Jehuti, thrice great God, the son of Ra, Lord of Hemnu, wise one in Yunu. You report to Ra every morning, messenger of humankind. You know people by their speech and judge them by their deeds. Those true of voice before Oser, their names are in your list. The Aeneid gives you praise as you guide the bark of millions, as you cast out the evil one, as you change strife into peace. You know all secrets, all books, all deeds. The fleeting moment, the hour of night. No report to Ra is forgotten. Your words endure for eternity. Friend of the people, wise and impartial, great one, Lord of Ma'at. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Kitty Bow like A and got a big bow around middle or high school. Yeah. We'll have to one day we'll have to compare notes on things like that. But okay, wait, the Nimmin. So that's right. The Nimmin is today. Is it? Hang on.
Don't make me lie to you.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna Google this real quick. And Google knows what I've been looking for lately. Let's see. Okay, May 19th. Sure enough. Okay, it's the new moon.
That's no moon.
Is it?
It's a space station.
Okay, well, then that's why Jehuti was like, kind of poking my head, I guess. Well, let me grab again from Circle of the Sun. And I know you guys have pulled some things from because and by the way, the Discord folks have been doing lunar observances on the Discord, and I can talk you guys up, and they have been kind enough to post rituals, which borrow elements from mine, and also I think some other things from the Kemetic Recon Temple from the second book that they published, which I need to get. By the way, I did get books that you guys wanted me to review, so I've been working on those.
Yes. They will be hilarious, insightful, and violent.
yeah, we've been sitting there discussing crazy special effects to do and which books need them. So, but to read a little something for our new moon feast. Open clouds. The dimmed eye of Ra is covered, and Horus proceeds daily in joy, great of shape and weighty of power, to dispel dimness of the eye with his fiery breath. Behold, O Ra, I have come sailing, for I am one of those four gods at the corners of the sky, and I show you he who is present by day. Make your rigging fast, for there is no opposition to you. And actually, this would be the time to offer flowers too. And I just knew there's actually some little wildflowers starting to come up, and I was going to get some and bring them to uh, make an offering. I guess I'll have to do that later. But oh goodness, there's a for when we can offer our flowers and give a bouquet for us, the Osiris King Nebuchadnezzar Ra, and to all the blessed dead. May Ra watch over them and be their protection. May they live eternally. May Ra love them, favor them, and protect them from all foes, whether living or dead. Imran Ra, in the name of Ra, 4 times. Imran Ra, Imran Ra, Imran Ra. Okay. Oh, hang on. Okay. Oh, and Sarcastic says I have a recommendation. Rittner did a book on the Joseph Smith papyri, and I've been ranting about it in the Discord a bit. Okay. It's very expensive. I'll put it on my wish list. Because that does sound interesting. Because the Joseph Smith papyrus. Papyri was multiple ones, because I know there was like one that he like Joseph Smith came up with this whole long thing. It means this, that, and the other. And it's like, no, dude, this is like well, this is what happens when people try to read too much into this. But Stella revealing Aleister Crowley. Okay, that's all I have to say. This is what happens when you get high and go to the Cairo Museum.
Oh my.
Yeah, seriously. Because think about it. Okay, in the early 1900s, Aleister Crowley and his wife at the time got high, and they were in Egypt, and they went to the Cairo Museum, and there's this one particular stela, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's the secret of the universe and everything," and then refer to it as the Stela of Revealing, and it's like, no, this was actually some dude's memorial stela that his family would have made offerings to, and
yeah, it's the on Kefen something Kansu.
On Kefen Kansu. Yes, yes. He lives in he lives because of Kansu.
Yes.
Yeah. So, hang on. Yes, this is what recreational opium will do, boys and girls. So,
no.
Okay. So let us make the offerings endure. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Unu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Enid, endures. May they endure, as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the Shrine of Shanit in Unu, endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu, endures. As the name of Asset in Necheru, endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet, endures. As the name of Horus in Pe, endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep, endures. As the name of Chehuti in Khamenyu, endures. As the name of Ra in the Afket endures likewise for eternity. Oh, and something I have to add about that, because I've Darren was saying he heard about some new discovery, and so I tried to Google it, and there was something that a German expedition found in March. They're digging in the Cairo suburb of Mataria, which is where you knew Heliopolis originally was. And they found something, and I have to go back and find the article again, but they found things inscribed with Shu and Tefnut in, and I said to Darren, well, that's upper and lower Menset. So when we say, Shu, Lord of, Upper Menset, and Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset, and that they found their place. So, those places and those names endure. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Hato, or Horu. You have come in peace, O Yunochuru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra, Hator, Horu. May you go forth in peace, O Yunochuru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Okay, now have I missed anybody? Okay, the physical text. See, I always try to get physical books because batteries never run out on those, and they also don't have bad blue light. So. Okay, and so Sarcastic is saying I did a paper on it, and I was literally legit pacing around in rage. Now, is it because of what Rittner had to say about it, or because of just what was actually in what Joseph Smith had to say about the papyri? I guess I'll have to go and look it up. But just checking to make sure I didn't miss anybody. And of course, thanks as always. Tuning in. Because Smith is a nut, and the guy who sold him the stuff is an arse. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, there was someone from the Church of Latter-day Saints who was at World Religion Day one year, and they brought something to me that was an Egyptian text, and they're asking me, well, what does this mean? And so, of course, I can read enough of hieroglyphics. I'm not. I'm not going to go and read a major still of line for line, but a lot of like your legends that your captions that go on religious illustrations. I know what those are, and I was able to pick out some names and say, oh, that's what this is, and this is. This woman was like enraptured, just wow, and it was kind of hard for me to go. This is not something that mystical. I mean, it's not. But
I'm gonna hold my tongue, which is something you never hear. I'm gonna hold my tongue.
Tell me after.
And if those of you who are on really want to know, flood this joint with super thanks, and I might do
it. Okay, well. Okay, time to do Grandma's cake. Thank you. We'll tell Grandma happy birthday. Thank you so much for participating with us. That's really cool of her to do that.
Please come back again.
And thank you, and we love you, and tell Grandma many happy returns.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll have to do some celebrating for me.
Yes, us.
Yes.
Yeah. Well.
All of us. We love you.
Yeah. Just
yes. Bless you all.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get some cake too.
Yes, next week. I'm just finishing up my message, and I noticed that Kayleen wasn't able to tune in tonight, but she would say Wiradjuri and Darrell, I think, was thank you.
Yes.
So she's taught us some Aboriginal Australian.
Yes.
And that is totally awesome, and we hope she's doing well.
Yes, and we hope you're back next week. We love you.
Yes. So big hugs to everyone.